There are a lot of big things happening at the Municipal Shelter for El Paso with some lofty goals in sight. And joining us now is Kayla Young, the Adoption Supervisor with El Paso Animal Services. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
And so you have another person here with you, another friend here with us as well. Who is this?
This is Charlie. He came to us a couple days ago. We're looking to find him a good home this weekend.
So what can you tell us about Charlie?
He's about a 4-month-old pit bull mix of some sort. Just looking for a good home.
He's very sweet and friendly, just making friends with everyone here in our newsroom this morning. And so if people are interested in adopting him, there's a special event going on this weekend, or going through this weekend, right?
Yes, going through Tuesday. Anything that is fixed and ready to go, that's a spay or neuter, microchipped, rabies vaccines, they're free. Anything that is not is $20. They will be fixed with microchip and everything before they leave the shelter, though.
So what is Charlie here ready to go?
Charlie here, I don't believe is ready to go, so he would have to stay a couple more days if somebody was interested in adopting him.
And so that goes for any animal in the shelter?
Any animal in the shelter.
So how does that compare to the usual fees?
Normal fees are $65, but that includes, again, the spay and neuter, microchip, and age-appropriate vaccinations.
So if you're looking for a dog that already has all these things, this is a great time to come and pick one up.
Right.
And then a very reduced fees for those that any kind like Charlie as well.
Yes, yes.
And so this is kind of all part about a lot of big changes that are going on at the shelter. You guys have set that goal now of going to no-kill status. What does that mean?
Basically, it's just limiting or getting more animals out the front door, getting them good homes, like this little guy here. Finding them all good homes, getting them microchipped, that way if they do happen to get out on the owners, which happens, that we can get them back to them.
Okay. And so that the strict definition, of my understanding, is 90%.
90%
are then released live from the shelter.
Right.
And that's going to take a lot of work to get to, given where the shelter kind of is right now.
Right.
And so are there going to be more efforts like this going on in the future?
Yes, yes. And actually one of the things that, hi baby. One of the new things we're going to work on is getting an off-site adoption person. That way our mobile van can be out probably a couple times a week, getting more dogs out and seen in the community instead of people having to come to the shelter. Right,
yeah, there have definitely been other agencies in town going around to different events where the animals then can be seen and people can adopt them there if they want to, and that'll be happening now more with the shelter, right?
Yes.
And so, I mean, these would be a lot of things, and it take a lot of work to reach that goal. What are some of the other things that are in the works that you're all looking at getting in place now?
Well, something that we've already got in place was our new dog park. We can have play groups, get all the dogs looking on social media. That way people can see, yes, okay, these guys are good with other dogs. They've been in play groups. We've added new runs to our Sallyport area. That way they're in a little bit bigger area instead of metal holding cages in the back.
All right, and so that's a lot of good things going on, and hopefully we hear more about it and get people like Charlie here adopted in the future. All right, well, thank you very much for joining us. And if you're interested in adopting someone like Charlie, there are free or reduced cost adoptions going on through Tuesday. If you're interested, you can call the shelter at 212-PAUSE. That's 212-7297. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
And stay with us. We'll be back with more news after the break.